Good morning, my name is Sergeant Stover. Gentlemen and ladies that may be watching this in class later on, I am here to discuss with you today the possibility of women serving in combat armed MOSs in the United States Marine Corps, why this should not be allowed, and what you can do about it. Real quick, for those of you that don't know, the history of women in combat is they've been there, not very often. Jessica Lynch, she was there, didn't do a very good job of it. A quick explanation of combat arms for anybody that's watching that doesn't know is combat arms MOSs are infantry, artillery, and tanks or tracks. Those are guys that spend their lives out in the field or in combat. They do a lot of time out there. It's hard. You're dirty. You don't get showers. You pick up heavy shit. You carry heavy stuff around. It's real tough. Can I get a show of hands here? Who's been deployed in a combat arms MOS? Who's worked with females while they were deployed in a combat arms MOS? One. And what did you think about having that female there? Did she make it harder, or was it?
She actually made it harder on us because there's that relationship, like she's your sister, so you want to watch her because the Afghanis, the way they treat their women is totally different than the way we treat our women.
That's exactly the point I'm going to be bringing up in a minute. Thank you. Currently, there's an argument on the Joint Chiefs desk and Congress about women being allowed in combat. After Don't Ask, Don't Tell was repealed, that's the big thing that's up next. I believe personally that there's not a difference in between men and women. I'm not sexist, I'm not racist, nothing. They're the same. But there are things they shouldn't do. Women in the Marine Corps have equal rights to advancement, benefits, promotion, education, just like men do. But they're not allowed in combat arms MOSs currently. A big reason of this is their physical ability to certain jobs. Infantrymen, the ground pounders that we got here, carry around heavy packs, carrying enough gear to live for weeks off of, ammunition, weapons, carrying crew-served weapons, machine guns that may weigh up to 120 pounds each. I personally don't know any women, I know a lot of women, that would be able to do that. Artillery, that's my job. Carrying 155-pound, heavy, high-exploding rounds, loading rounds all day, constantly, round after round after round, sometimes 7 in a minute. It's fast-paced, picking up and moving 13-ton pieces of equipment to emplace howitzers. I don't know any women that can do that either. But currently, they are allowed in support jobs, which is what they've been allowed in since World War II. And that's been working. It worked very effectively because obviously we won World War II doing that. So I believe that's what we should continue with. There's also a mentality, like Corporal Tomlin said earlier, that the women, they get that sister feel, and you want to protect them. So if there's women going out with you on patrol, you're going to be a little bit more worried about them than you actually are about doing your mission, and it's going to hinder your mission, and that can end up getting not just them, but other Marines and sailors killed. If women were on the front, they'd have to be in close proximity. There wouldn't be the ability to provide them special quarters or anything like they get in the rear. It would cause a lot of supplies to get wasted, a lot of resources to get wasted, and it would tax the morale and good discipline of the unit over there. There would also be an increased possibility of sexual harassment. It happens, and it happened a lot more if they were in that close of an environment for such a long time as these deployments are currently lasting. Now, the part of what you can do about it, for those of us as Marines, we know we just kind of put up, shut up, and push on. Because I'm a sergeant, but a sergeant major in the Marine Corps doesn't really care what one sergeant says. What everybody can do, Marines or civilians watching this, is write your senator. Explain to them what it is that women will face if they're in combat, and why they shouldn't face it. They can't, a lot of these things they can't hack. I'm not saying all of them. There's certainly maybe some that can, but most of them won't be able to. Our jobs as infantrymen, artillerymen, whatever jobs there are in the Marine Corps are hard enough as they are. We deal with enough, for lack of better terms, bullshit while we're over there that we can't, you can't put up with very much more. Having females right there with us will diminish our ability to focus on our mission and protecting each other and what we strive to protect for our country. In conclusion, a lot of people, not people here, but on the video and civilians out in the world, don't understand what it is that we face in the Marine Corps and why our job, especially in combat arms, is so much different than that of a business person or somebody in the civilian world. But please believe us, help support us in what we have to do and how we have to do it. Once again, me, all of my fellow Marines in here, are not sexist, but our world in combat is not one where females belong.
Jason St. John.
Gunnery Sergeant Smith.
Mark Sorted.
Common.
Sergeant Mark Smith.